Right, apologies about long delay silence everyone. Hello, welcome to New Horizons Racing League Division 1, round 11 of the championship. We're at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. 18 drivers on the grid today, brilliant turnout everyone. Should be an interesting race at least. Normally I think Austria is dry and overtakes galore with the help of DRS, but with it being intermediate rain all the way through, should be a little bit unpredictable, particularly in the midfield. Obviously, special thanks to all the Division 2 drivers being able to help us out today. I'm going to try and ride on board with one of the Renaults I believe has started, and it is Shifter's Merxy. Very confident, especially looking forward to the race after we knew that it was going to be a wet one today, so we'll see if he can stack up to his claims. And no Gamey with me at the moment, but he should be on his way. Just said he was running a little bit late today. Just going to try and find something to talk about, but my notes have failed me. Just one sec, guys. Shifter's Mexico pole, yes he does, it's a 111.3. Run on board with the other Renault and DJ coming across the line. It is still valid. Austria can be a little bit of a pain in the drive on track limits, but I think if it's going to be wet, it should be a little bit easier, I think. One of the Red Bulls come around the final corner roll. So then it will be a 1:11.9. P4, honestly not a bad time. Oh, race way to the line. And P10. This is really close, guys. Well done. Who else are we expecting to line anytime soon? Going to ride on board with Avalanche anyway. Snapping off. We'll see if that McLaren is going to finish well today. I think he's invalidated it. God damn it. FR Dylan. Dylan comes across the line his first time on the board. P3. 1:11.5. A couple of attempts off his teammate, only just being ahead of Roll, who is finding a little bit more time. Run on board with the Red Bull until he finishes his lap. Top 6 separated by a second. And then it's another second all the way down to P11, or P12 even. Right, I think Roll did improve, but not enough because DJ's put himself up into P4. What else is on that? One of the Mercedes, George. George on outlet. Turbo, invalid. Pass. Yeah, that's on board with Josh. 2 temps up. Could put him in the top 10. Well, it's going to matter too much. Probably. I think like with the qualifying rule, surely even if it's wet, it will give you a fresher set of tyres for the race. I doubt you'd be starting on your worn qualifying intermediates. He goes P9. Up behind, Raceway invalid. Rumble of Avalanche. No, I think he's still down. Is DXS on a lap? Oh, who's that? Luke, you need to get a move on, mate. DXS in the middle sector. Don't think it's going to be a competitive time as much, maybe. Rebecca's been disqualified. Might have underestimated DXS here. P7, not a bad time at all. Just getting a bit caught off of how short the track is. I know what a decent time is in the dry, but in the wet I'm not too sure. And the shifters has started another lap. I'm on board with him. Looks like Gamey has finally made it. Mate, if you're in the party or whenever you get here, just let me know. Shifter's taking mother of all curbs. He does go quicker, not by much, but it might be enough to fend off Cameron. Where's his teammate? I know that, yeah, he's abandoned that one. And one of the Hasses is Josh gonna, Josh is coming in. Oh my god. Is that a Gamey?
It is a Gamey.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, so I'm late.
Yeah, I'm okay as well. 18 drivers. We've got a light rain Austria from start to finish. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, this is how the fun begins.
I mean, Austria has always provided some kind of decent racing for us, and it's probably the next best race for us as a league, next to Bahrain, just because lots of drivers, good racing, wet or dry. I remember last season it were quite dramatic at the start. I mean, 2 drivers trying to go Woods Wheel through turn 9, both ended up in the fence. And then the last lap battles of last race with I'm going to forget who was involved in that, but I know it was Leroy, Indigo, and someone else who I'm really sorry I've forgotten. But Leroy on the last lap getting a puncture, and then Indigo coming across the line to win on track, but then gets demoted down to P2 for his, or someone else inherited the win on penalties. I think I recall that, and I might have got some of the drivers mixed up, but I definitely know that happened. But it's that kind of crazy drama that I kind of miss from normal F1 and in league racing. So if we could have a not so straightforward race today, that would be brilliant. To me, that means probably any of the top 5 not finishing on the podium. Let someone else win it. Why not let, I don't know, Turbo Games win a race for once?
Well, he's always up there, just never works for him in the race, so let's find out. But unfortunately, he is currently down the field at the moment.
Yeah, I'd love to know if he prefers qualifying in the wet or the dry. He put stuff up P11. I don't know. Or maybe his race pace is going to be a bit better around here. He normally pulls some miracle out of the bag every time in qualifying.
Yeah, here's the thing though. We could get a potentially like a random person winning because it's raining. We don't really know what happens in rain most of the time.
Could be, like, God forbid any of the Renaults, Alpha Tauris or even the Ferraris, they might come together, a bit of wing damage. Austrian isn't exactly the easiest of tracks to do a recovery drive on.
Yeah, it's deceptively difficult for a very short track.
Yeah, it's quite a high speed as well. It's everything, like, Austria is a track with a lot of good character to it, and it is, I wouldn't really say it's easy to overtake, I think it's easy to follow, but we kind of do rely on these DRS passes, but it's going to be quite on the edge of your seat stuff for today, just because, especially in the middle of the track, anywhere between turn 4 and turn 9, the cars can lose it quite easily. I honestly do feel today for anyone running no traction. But it could be worse, it could have been heavy rain. In which case we'd see no overtaking whatsoever.
Regardless, it might be interesting. I like how we've gone to Austria today, considering the F1 news we've got to say.
Yeah, I think I've only just been told in the last 10 minutes. Like, what exactly is it? Is Turkey off the calendar now or something?
Yeah, Turkey's off the calendar.
Are they going to be able to replace it?
Yes, they replaced it.
What with?
Austria.
So has Austria been brought forward, or are we having a double header at Austria?
And we have the same situation as last year, and it's Syria and Austria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also the French Grand Prix has been moved forward, so that's a triple header race, and that is those three.
The French Grand Prix moved forward, so I believe if Turkey was supposed to replace Canada, that should have been after Monaco. And a double header, so what is this triple header going to be? What are the circuits they've got lined up for that now?
The triple header is is France's track and Austria's track.
Oh yeah, so it's a triple header at the same circuits. I guess that's going to work. Yeah, I understand now. I'm surprised they didn't try and do the double header at Silverstone. Or if they are going to go to Austria, at least make it really different with the tyres, because the different tyre compounds for the 70th anniversary Grand Prix, yeah, it was different, but not too much. If anything, the 70th anniversary was the worse race. Well, they could have even used one of the shorter layouts at Silverstone. Like if they are going to be able to go to any of these other tracks, I'd like to see something else step up. I think they might have missed an opportunity there. It's maybe one of the German tracks trying to come in. It's not like Germany and Austria are a million miles apart.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'll be right back.
No worries, I'm bored with MDJ, come around the penultimate corner. How much curbs are going to take? Could have took a little bit more. I think that's quite cautious on the exit. He's going to floor it to line. What is the time? Say 1:11.1. That's still not good enough though. He is on the racing side of the second row. So directly ahead of his teammate. I think one of the other Red Bulls is coming around. That will be Raceway about to start a lap. Reese, you going to finish a lap? 2.9, slightly down. He's got time to go again. Don't know if he's got the fuel or the ERS too. Cameron to line is up by a tenth at least. Can he make it? Improves. Not enough. He's going to be kicking himself with that. That one, the Ferrari's pitch. Can you drag that Ferrari to be within the third row? No, stays... Oh, it is on the third row, but it's at the back. How about his teammate? Oh, I don't even know if DXS is going to have enough time here. No, it's ran out. You're very lucky if you've managed to get away with that. 2 racing points coming around. I think Raj about to come. No, he's coming in the pit lane. See if Shifter's coming around again. To line, can he go even faster? No. About a quarter of a second back. Raceway going up to P13. Where's Reese going to go? It was invalid, so he stays P15. Who's that? We've got Turbo, who's managed to call his way up into P8, but I fear this one is invalid also. Yeah, it would have been slow anyway. Pitch.
I'm back.
Pitch is invalid. Oh, DXS is off on the gravel. Yikes.
That's an interesting route to take.
Rod and Brother George, hardly seen him today. No, that's not going to be a competitive time anyway. To line. I think he ran out of fuel on that. Where's that? Roll, stays P4, does improve his time. What? Shifters. No? Shifters going even faster.
Of course it would.
Yeah, he can. He's beat by about 2 tenths. Only just 2 tenths.
We're only waiting on Marsha, who's completely pulled up.
I think we are going to be waiting on the guys to retire in the pit lane.
Or at least cross the line.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Reese?
Reese, I know he's moving out of the way for blue flags, but he needs to kind of get a move on, otherwise he could end up getting disqualified. I know it's like P15, but he's probably going to want to be ahead of his teammate. So Luke Beck got disqualified. He drove a bit too slowly going into turn 3, and the game actually disqualified him, even though he was moving out the way for faster cars.
Oh, okay.
And Ninja back as a reserve, filling in for Casper today. And Yigamau, I don't know if it's a Scandinavian thing or a particular day in Denmark or Norway, but it's like their national holiday today. You know how we have a St. George's Day in England?
Yeah.
I think they're all having a day off, either having a beer or spending time with the family, so I'd like to see them back next week. But if they want to watch it back, it's going to be a hell of a show. We've got Shifters Merxy on pole position for Renault, Cameron Dowd's P2 for AlphaTauri, and MDJ P3 in the other Renault.
So, in terms of qualifying, what the rain has done to the seedings, unfortunately we still have the normal candidates up in front, but it has shocked a bit of surprise, especially 4th and 5th.
Even if we are going to have our usual suspects on the podium, I'd love to know if it was something they've had to fight for, or yeah, rain, no bother, easy as hell, didn't bother me kind of thing. I bet a lot of them are going to be knackered by the end of this, but hey, it's hardly like a heavy rain race at Singapore.
Hey, who knows? Those surprise people, and I just mentioned 4th and 5th may jump, and that's some people at the start.
Start will be crucial here, but if you are going to make a move into turn 1 on lap 1, you kind of need the move done before you get to the corner. So remember, any of the guys trying to go 3 wide, last car to the corner should be the first to back out, so I don't want to see M plates or anyone spinning. Have a bit of pride and consideration for the other people on track. Now, I might have to do a really quick rundown of the grid here, because there's 18 of them.
Very quick.
Oh god, I couldn't drink Monster so quickly. Alright, Shifters Merxy on pole position for Renault, ahead of Cameron Dowd's P2 for AlphaTauri. MDJ P3 in the other Renault, he's ahead of Roll P4, really good qualifying from a German driver in the Red Bull. FR Dillon P5 in the other AlphaTauri, is ahead of Pitch Black. P6 for he is ahead of his teammate in the other Ferrari, DXS P7. Turbo, a bit of a lacklustre qualifying in my opinion. I think if it was dry, he'd probably find himself up into P4, but P8 nonetheless for the Alfa Romeo. He's got a Division 2 reserve driver Avalanche P9 in the McLaren, ahead of Jay Marsh, P10 for Racing Point on his return after serving a race ban alongside his teammate last time out, but hopefully they know now not to be messing about too much on track. And George, nice to see back on his return. He was here a very, very long time ago on the previous F1 game, but he's starting P11 for Mercedes. He's got Div 2 driver NX Josh. A bit surprised Josh is down in 12th in the Haas. Normally he loves the rain and he can normally pull off some kind of miracle, but can he get a podium today? Well, track limits might not be an issue, but I think he's actually going to have to race people today. Speaking of racing, Raceway P13 in the other Red Bull. He's ahead of Raj Ballinger P14 in the other Racing Point, back from his race ban last time out. Reece 17 P15 for the Williams driver, filling in for Jägermal today, ahead of Karps, his teammate, both Division 2 reserve drivers. P16 for Karps, he's ahead of Ninja down in P17, filling in for Casper today. Ninja was serving a qualifying ban, and Luke Beck P18 ran out the grid in the other Haas due to being disqualified from qualifying a little bit unfairly in my opinion. I think he'd easily be within range of the top 10. Right, that's that done. I've still got that fastest lap graphic showing up in the bottom corner and I can't get rid of it.
Don't worry, but I got the lights.
Yeah, you want me to take the lights?
We've got 5 red lights. And when we start, no, we decided to do it actually.
I feel sorry for those people in the grandstand, so hardly any of them have got umbrellas. Roll,
And
getting a jump
start.
If he's going to jump start, he might as well make the most of it.
Can't wave it now, I suppose.
Oh,
whoa,
someone off the track. That's a Renault off the track, and that's an end plate that's gone. Don't know whose end plate that was. Oh no, careful guys at the back. It's going to be a hell of a cluster mess. Probably going up the hill. I've just seen someone's front wing.
More wings everywhere. The McLaren of Avalanche has just lost a wing.
Yeah, I did see someone's full front wing go flying off the start. Don't know whose that was. I think it was one of the Racing Points, but I'm not too sure. As they all snake around turn 4, sort of looking.
We're still very tight in the rear.
Yeah, they're not even snaking. Like everyone from 11th downwards is actually racing each other. Look at that.
Oh, the wheels!
You got P12 to P18 in the same camera shot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look at that! Oh god, don't trip.
Oh no, Cops has span.
Oh, there's one.
Oh, it's alright, he's only just span. Should be able to keep that going. Like, you don't know if he can.
Oh god, this might be bad.
Yep, roll.
Left.
So if someone can, Leroy, I don't know if you are watching, but can we make sure everyone has got multiple invites, please? I know Luke Beck's internet in the Division 2 race yesterday weren't the best. I don't want him to have any more issues today. There's NX Josh all the way up into P8. Gained a few places off the start.
I see that to make rolls that I didn't start.
Yeah, like shame really. I wish.
Oh, right, turn 4 off road.
Let's have a look at the front here. How the AlphaTauri is doing. Bit odd not seeing MDJ up here. He's gonna have to hope for some kind of safety car.
And with rain and our reputation, most probably.
Oh, I think one of McLaren's or Williams has had a tank stop coming out the pit lane. Gonna ride on board with George. Because everyone in the top 8, they're just kind of following each other in a little snake here, but I think George is attempting an overtake on Reece. And he's got Raj Ballinger behind him as well.
Oh, he also got a little bit of a roll in that loop back action. We don't have that anymore because Roger's minutes on the start finish straight.
Yeah, George, not sure if your car's lagging, mate.
Josh. Josh has got past the raceway. George is going on the inside. Oh,
it's alright, he
no,
knows it's there, We didn't have the traction he needed to launch it down the straight.
Unfortunately not, but he might get
He's coming back, choose the inside
it.
and just go for it. Just go for it, mate. No.
Oh,
Bit
no.
far ahead.
No,
As Williams
wide.
overcooked it. He did.
He's got through. But will I give the Racing Point a chance?
Forcing him into a mistake. Is that Raj off? Oh my god. Careful, Raj. I'm more worried that he's going to get some kind of stupid penalty for like going that far off the track.
What happens is I think there is a little bit of a touch with someone there.
Yeah, I think Ree saw Raj coming. He's gone to correct it and overcorrected, pushing the Racing Point onto the grass. If that was dry, I don't think the Racing Point would have done that. But wet weather in this kind of conditions, it's kind of expected, really.
Look, to be fair, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it could have been.
Ferrari on turbo!
Yep, border pitch. Is he going to go for the move? He's having a look.
On the inside, forced him off the track a bit.
No!
Oh
no! I hope he's still in.
He's still in it.
Oh no, oh, careful turbo. Probably interlock wheels coming off of turn 3 there. If there,
I know what happened.
If there would have been
turbo's out.
If there would have been any driver to blame, that's a VSC. That's a really odd place for Turbo to retire.
His right and front tyre came off.
Yeah, I think he's gone into the braking zone. He's rear-ended someone then. But
yeah, he has, and I actually saw it hit the back of a roll, I think.
No damage to roll though. Shame there for Turbo. Just from what I saw, I might need to have a look back, but I don't think Turbo did anything wrong. Like, he's on the outside of turn 3. What more else is he supposed to do? It's the responsibility of pitch at that point to give his competitor a little bit more space.
Maybe he like tried to get back on the track, but he missed and judged it. Maybe with the arrows and obviously lock a little rear to front, maybe.
No, he shouldn't have been, because if he's got that far down, like, he didn't crash at turn 4, he would have entered turn 4 at racing speed. So I think he's tried to fight someone, then forgot that you need to brake a bit harder if you're missing your front wing. Anyway, I'm going to head back up to P4 because the XS is challenging FR Dillon for P3.
It's not too close though.
Yeah, don't know about you, I've lost the timings on the left hand side.
Yeah, I think they'll fix itself when they cross the line.
Yeah, I hope so.
It might just be what happens after the safety car comes in. Yeah, they're crossing the line, it's coming back the gaps.
DXS have a lot more ERS than Dillon. Hope he can make use of it. I don't recall Austria being that difficult on ERS management. I know it can burn a hell of a lot down the straights, but for the rest of the track it can regen quite quickly, especially in these conditions. Look at him.
He's all over the back of him, he wants it.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be able to go for a move though. Might have to wait another lap, but the least he can do is stay with him. Oh.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I think he went a tad bit deep, but nothing too major.
I think the Alpha may be slightly better than the Ferrari in that section we just saw there.
Oh, tank sapper there from DXS. It's back to about about 7 tenths back now.
Yeah, you have to wait even longer if you want to try that, I'd say. I like Nhrl on the raceway actually.
Let's head back down to them. Ninja's got a little bit of clean air behind him as well.
No, I should have found
Yeah, I think Raceway might be in trouble here. He does have more ERS than Ninja, but Ninja trying to cautiously put the power down. That Mercedes is going to come straight through. I think Raceway's just... Yeah, he's just letting him by, because I think Raceway knows his race is with Zenex Josh. Now Ninja has to catch the Haas, currently in P5.
GJ making games. I think he's about to do an overtake. On the outside,
let me find him.
3. Yeah!
I think I just caught that in time. Pitch not really putting up too much of a defence. Hope MDJ is on mission.
Oh, we got Southside Extreme Raj and Roll 410.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So many battles happening now. They're all in their own little packs.
You know, Shift just isn't exactly checking out of them, is he?
No, it's, well, which is good, because it means if shifters can find the limit, Cameron's not that far off it, so shifters can't get comfortable.
Yeah, which may cause maybe a miss and an error, and in the wet, that would be quite costly. GBX, actually.
Oh, I see him. Oh, come on, he's actually close enough. We can get the power down, a bit of ERS. Dylan hardly has any. DXS is looking after us really well. This is one chance. Is he going to go for it?
It's going to be enough.
No. I think there's hardly anywhere else to pass. It's like, yeah, he's got to stay with him again. Maybe try and be a bit more ballsy, ambitious into turn 3 the next time around. So otherwise he's just going to be staring at the back of that AlphaTauri for a lot longer.
You don't be too ambitious.
Sometimes you've got to make it happen for yourself though. There's a small opportunity. The least he can do is attempt to move but not be serious about it. Make Dylan think on his toes a little bit here.
Eggs entered back in section 1. Oh, that's a little bit of a wiggle there on the eggs in turn 1.
Is he can get close up the hill.
If he can get a good exit.
Yeah, but then he's not like close enough for turn 4. Yeah, that's actually a better exit that time around from Dylan, so...
it's not going to be close enough though.
Yeah, shame really. I'm heading back down to the back. Just watch these two for a couple of corners, Avalanche and Carps, because they were really close in the middle sector. I didn't know if there was an overtake about to happen. Probably not. I'm heading back up to Roll. Little train forming here behind Reese for P9.
You know, technically speaking, since it's wet, no one has to pit.
They do. Inters can only go about 18 laps. They can easily make half race distance. Depending on how they're driving, some people might have to make 2 stops.
No, but I mean, in the rule book, you don't technically have to pit in a wet race.
Oh yeah, like they don't have to. I'm just saying because of the tyre wear that they will have to. Especially when it is wet, you can almost take them to the end, but the wets won't necessarily hold on. Raj is having a look at Reese. Reese is driving off the track. And there's Roll. Oh, careful, Roll. Guys, careful. The Red Bull on the right.
Got it.
Probably the easiest double overtake Roller's ever accomplished. Raj is trying to fight back. That's being a bit too ambitious.
Right, we were saying that.
Yeah.
DBX is struggling here.
You think like dirty air, maybe the tyres are causing issues? Or
maybe.
Fight for P16.
Hey, I don't know what. I'm at the bottom.
Battle for last place between Carps and Avalanche. Carp's
we
going
go.
down the inside of McLaren,
On the
hanging them out to
inside.
dry. Oh, that's a shocking exit from Carps. Was like, there's parking the bus and then there was that.
Hey, he got the move though.
Yep.
Oh my god, I think he makes slightly close enough.
Excess. He's got to try something. No, he's not going for it.
He's a bit wide.
I say just send it down anyway and make Dylan have to react to it.
It's like this, I'm taking this, good day.
The thing is, he's easily got more overtake than Dylan, but the longer he stays behind him, Dylan can just trundle around a bit, regen his era, so when DXS wants to go for an overtake, he can't, because then Dylan's just putting his foot down again.
If DX can stay within half a second by the time he goes down the first corner, he might have a chance.
Yeah, I think coming out of turn 3, it has to be under 3/10 possibly. You've kind of got to be nose to tail with the car
Right,
ahead.
so 3/10 now here, going up the hill.
Overtake, is Dylan using it? He is using it. DXS needs to keep using it here.
Oh,
So he's going for it, he's going for it, he's going for it, he's had enough. He says, come on mate, you're holding me up here. And DXS, come on, overtake, little. Yeah, well, probably not a cleanest move, but no car's been damaged. Yeah, he's got it done.
Oh, he's a bit wide though.
A little bit, should be able to hold it, and he does. But with them two fighting a little bit, that's allowed his next Josh to catch up ever so slightly.
Come on now.
Yeah.
The gap at the top two's gone down.
Yeah, 1.1 down from 1.3. Just keep an eye on that. I think something might happen here between Zenex Josh and Ninja. When these two eventually come to blows, expect some quite fierce racing. Oh, Zenex Josh with a penalty. He's blown his chance for podium again.
Well, not necessarily.
Yeah, it's just making it even harder for him. I think even if you get one penalty around Austria, it's going to be horrific.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, Avalanche is pitted. He's come out in between Ninja and Josh. Hope he kindly moves out of the way. Oh, gap between top two now, under a second.
Yeah, but if this is dry, game on the DRS.
I'm going to head up with Cameron, see if he is. Let's have a look. Both cars doing okay for ERS. Shifters with the slight advantage, and ever so slightly, probably about 5%.
Man, Cameron's definitely been a thorn in these Renault sides throughout the season, hasn't
Yeah, he's been able. He has been up here. I think we saw it at Zandvoort early on. We saw it in Canada, but then both times penalty is either down to his fault or not. But it's the way our rules are, and he's still chasing a win. He's more than capable of getting a podium.
Ninja got a penalty.
Getting our 7/10s. I reckon Cameron should try and make a move at some point.
Well, if you can keep with him, why the hell not?
At least if my prediction's right and the pit window is about lap 18, then he really should be pushing his car a little bit more.
With all these penalties being popping up, I'm quite surprising because the penalty system in the game goes in quite lenient when it's wet conditions.
I think it's the same. I'm not too sure really, because I know sometimes it can feel like it's really harsh, but that's only really harsh if you're locking up going into a corner and you're flying off the road, and the game will think you're driving at racing speed to find that time.
Now at the front on the line is 8 times.
Come on Cameron, just like overtake or something. You've got slipstream. I hope he's got fuel as well. Oh, speaking of front runner, MDJ is now behind Raj Bellinger.
which should not be for long.
Shouldn't be, but I know Raj can be quite interesting to race against.
Maybe try it on the outside of turn 1, maybe.
Yeah. DJ don't need this, he doesn't need to be held up.
It's not been on first figure.
Let's have a look. Raj is going to use all of his ERS to stay in front of the Renault. Something might happen here.
On the outside.
Come on.
Oh, this is never good.
Maybe some kind of switchback. He wanted it.
No, he won't allow it.
Sorry, if Raj, he can race well when he wants to, but because of I know the pace difference between these two, this is doing nothing but infuriate MDJ.
Oh no, that's a touch.
Hope that's not an end plate gone.
No, he's fine.
Well, what more can MDJ do really, apart from wait for something like that to happen? Oh no! Catch that, man!
Oh hell, where'd that has come from?
Yeah, Luke Beck weren't really too far behind them. Position lost, but I'm sure MDJ can get that back down the straight.
Fight now. Oh no, don't go 3 wide!
I'm going to run board with pitch black for this.
Well, the Haas is going. Try it on the outside. Oh, we have 4-way here.
Thing is, surely Raj has got to be feeling the pressure now.
Oh, here we go. The Renault on the Haas.
Oh, come on, guys. Remember, have a bit of consideration.
Could I let the Ferrari throw on the Haas?
Oh.
Especially when the Haas goes that wide.
Yeah, Luke Beck really suffering on the end of that. And DJ using all of that ERS to try and get in front of the Haas. Has hardly got anything now to attack the racing point. Tighter. Is he got room for a switchback? The gap is there.
Yes, he has.
Raj knows he's there. They're banging wheels.
Here we go.
Raj, come on, man. You can't be doing that. He's steering into him, DJ.
Wait, was he?
Yeah. He was steering right to defend him, but it's kind of... That is dirty.
Brilliant little action. There's a yellow flag.
Any reason why?
Maybe... No. Maybe... I think it might have been someone getting out of the way.
Yeah, I think Carp's just getting blue flags. Well, MDJ on Raj is going to... Yeah, he has to clear him now, surely into turn 1.
Now. He has to do it.
Excellent, excellent. Oh no, pitch you okay? Yeah, pitch is fine. Just had to catch his car a bit.
And try a fight back here.
As long as MDJ can stay in front. Oh, of course. Nah, that's alright. MDJ would have seen that coming. Silly driving there from Raj. He wonders why he had a race ban.
Whoa! We got a little freeway battle for 4.
Yeah, well that's put MDJ now into some clean air so we can...
Whoa, that's a bad one.
We can start chasing...
Dylan's in.
Reese. Yep, Dylan in. Alright, has shifters box. Let me check the graphic. No. It's hardly an undercut. Well, I knew it was going to be tight in the midfield. I didn't realise it was going to be this tight for results. DJ Open tonight could probably go a little bit further on those tyres, but I'm not sure if the game is going to be all that generous to him.
When do you think the front two are going to pit?
Well, they have to pit any point within the next 4 laps, otherwise they're going to find...
Whoa! I don't know if that was the... Okay, I think they're pitting.
Oh my god, Raj. Yeah, it has to be before lap 14, otherwise someone's going to end up with a lack of a tyre on the car. Oh, for God's sake.
What's wrong?
I've just
seen...
Whoa,
that's a Ferrari.
Roll is very lucky to even still be in this race. Why has Pitch gone that far off the track? Don't drive around the other way. Please don't say he's been... Oh, he has been disqualified.
How can he drive the wrong way? He was in the gravel.
Right.
Okay, so I don't know what happened there, but when I switched to pitch back then,
Right.
he was going at full speed backwards.
Yeah, so let me put in, because Shifter's Mercs, he has box, he's got Xenex Josh in front of him.
Oh, not like that.
All he's doing is being held up here. This can allow Cameron to catch up.
Do it. Give us some good racing between these two.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's going to try it on the inside here.
Josh will fight him.
He's perfectly entitled to do that.
Pass is barely just there. Surely, is he going to go for lunch? No.
No, he's staying.
Right, gap between the two of them now 1.1 seconds. It was about the same just before they made the pit stops.
Alright, you guys got new tyres now. Give us some goodness. And Josh just came out behind the battle.
Running on board with the fight for P8, see if Raceway can overtake George.
Oh, the battle for last is still in it, hot.
I'll go and watch that, see how they're getting on. Yeah, gap between the top two coming down as well.
Oh, Luke back on Raj.
Well, I hope so. I really hope so. Raj might be able to go wheel to some people, but I know that Luke Becker doesn't have the best of temper when confronted with this kind. DJ should be out in P11. Either way, MDJ can go to the end now, help secure himself at least 1 point.
Ooh, Josh and Dylan maybe? Yeah?
I'm still on board with Luke. He might be able to make a move on Raja. He's going for it. Raja is also defending. There'll be a move into turn 4 most likely. Luke getting close. Raja knows he's there. He's parked it again.
Zero penalty.
I tell you, this could be a saving grace for MDJ if for some reason there is a late safety car. MDJ not with a penalty.
True, he could potentially jump up quite a lot of people.
Let's have a look at the penalties. I've not actually seen that many. Got Reese with 9 seconds, everyone in front of MDJ, yeah, about 6, 9. Might be a tall order trying to overtake guys with 3 seconds. Bear in mind, he's got like a 10-second gap even if he can get in front of Reese. Oh, Xenex, Josh and Dylan. Bit tight.
Man, this battle for not to finish last is pretty brilliant. Oh, he's tried it. That's one place to send it, cops. Well played.
Oh. Cops don't just catching his car as it won on the curb.
It's a proper fight between Williams and Nhrl, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm still trying to focus on the fight for P5. Josh is there, he's just looking for whatever gap he can find. He doesn't know how he's got 6 seconds and Dylan's only got 3. It'd be nice if he can clear him though, because then if he can catch back up to Ninja, it will be at least a fight for track position with Ninja.
Whoa, hey, what the hell was that, Luke?
Drama.
Yeah, he practically had to go off the track on the left hand side and then so this battle between Luke, Beth and Raj has had an interesting in the instalment of a marsh with him. So here we go, we have a half sandwich with him at the racing points, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of Luke's worst nightmare at the minute.
Those pink cars gives it feel.
Oh, yellow flag. That's a Williams, right? That's Carps. Oh, he's in the barrier. Gotta be careful here, because could be disqualified easily if he's not sensible. Waiting for the cars to pass. Does.
Now, may that have been an end result of the battle we had with that McLaren?
I don't know. The way how his cars ended up there, you can only really do that if you floor it on traction. Oh, speak of that, something's happened with the McLaren. No, I think she's moving out of the way.
So I'm at 25 and 46.
I can go to fight for P11.
Until P5 here. Oh, hello, Josh is sending it, maybe? Yeah, he sent it, they're side by side. Oh, a little bit of loose attraction there. He may get it into turn 4.
He's having a look.
Yes, he's sending it. No, that's a goal. That was not a spam, that was a hit.
Yeah, that's the gambles then extra. I should have been a bit more careful of.
Well, you don't know unless you don't try, and that might finally be Luke Beck getting fantastic on the outside of Raj. Oh no, Raj holds the inside.
He's trying to find the switchback, but Raj is covering it off every
Oh,
time.
but here comes the smash.
The smartest thing I've seen from him all race.
Raj just got past him at the Hasses and all that. Josh with no penalty. Yeah, this entire people from 10 downwards. The only person who hasn't got a damn penalty is Nhrl. So, we have a four-way fight from 11th to 14th.
Yeah, everyone behind them is looking fuming.
Raj is an interesting person in their best, isn't he? I mean, you can be offensive as what you want, but don't be an arse.
True.
I mean, I can be quite defensive sometimes.
I'd like to see, is Raj just going to let his teammate come past, or is he going to fight him?
No.
He's let him come straight past.
Meanwhile, well, got half through that.
I think Luke might have used up quite a bit of his tyres as well, trying to keep up with the racing points.
I wonder how many expletives will be said after this race on the chat. Now, it could be interesting for the gap between the top two if when they or if, I'll say when, they actually catch that this four-way battle wheel. I feel like Raj is just gonna hold.
Oh my god, he's steering into him! Raj, for God's sake, man!
Wait, that's the universal try?
Oh no!
Raj, oh! Hey, what's that? What's Roll doing?
He is waiting. Don't know why.
He's not gonna wait for Raj to come back around. To be fair, Raj's driving has been a bit stressful. Oh, that's got some ready. Yeah, pound to the beat. I'll answer that. Who wants in the pit right now? Alright, Boot back. Are you finding your fast roller? Yes. Yes, he is. And that's what I decides to do, that dive bomb again. No, he
Yeah, just sent him a message. Got a few of the guys retiring in the pit lane now. They know that they're not going to be gaining anything out of this.
Cops and Knrls in the pit. There's yellow flags in every single section. Oh dear. Why do we have that yellow flag?
It's because the cars that are retiring in the pit lane, they're coming out back on the track and then they're pulling over at the side of the track.
Alright.
On board with Cameron now, barely just within a second of shifters. Both cars about the same ERS. Both drove really well today as well.
We've seen some great driving and question driving today.
Yeah. Well, I knew that we wanted some kind of crazy race and I think we ended up getting it.
Yep. I mean, we still got 6 laps, I don't think there's a lot happening in that first
Yeah. I just feel really sorry for DJ. I don't even know. Well, I know why he had to pit, but I don't know if he made a mistake, or I don't know if someone rear-ended him, then pushing him in front of somebody. Right, Raj Bellinger now would believe flags.
Oh, God.
Right, let's see if something actually...
Bad I just said that.
Let's see if the thing between his ear rolls actually works.
That's out the way
wow.
of the Renault.
Well done, mate.
I knew it. They got two in the leaders of actually using 710.
Keep that kindly letting both drivers through. Let them carry on the merry way.
Well, Cameron, give credit to him, he has been able to keep the shifters keen a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's kept him on his toes all race. I think it's something I'd like to know if shifters would have felt any pressure from this, but either way, he's managing it quite well because he's still out in front.
Even though to be saying that now we've said that, it still probably happen.
Oh no. Zenix Josh. He's gone for a spin. Shit, he was all the way up in P6.
Oh no.
It's going to allow DJ to catch back up. For one position at least. The best MDJ could possibly hope for would be P6 today.
What? Again.
Josh, everything okay? I hope you don't retire, because he's actually drove half decent today. Has he got puncture? Or his tyres too hot? Let's have a look at the back of the house, see if everything's okay. There he is, I think his tyres have just got cooked. Coming through, is he going to... Oh, he's catching it. Can they just drag that car back to the finish?
Hey Connor.
Yeah.
The tent at the front.
Yeah, I know. I've just noticed how small that gap was. Thing is, Cameron has got less EOS than he'd probably want.
God, I don't know if it's given us false hope from getting in this and that champion-wise in the gap.
I don't even mind if Cameron or Shifters win, but what I would like to see is last lap, last corner, both of them have a drag race. It's like me with Leroy in the 5 lapper before. I think the gap at the line was in favour of Leroy by 0.02 of a second.
Woo!
No, I mean, I was fuming because the McLaren having a longer nose, I should have actually finished ahead, but no, stupid. We've got 3 laps left to go. Still time for Cameron to make a move.
Oh no, the first battle is for Marsh to finish at 10th.
Yeah, he's done okay to not get a penalty.
Oh Josh, what happened mate?
Has he gone off again?
Yeah, he had a problem. Wait, is this tyre punctured?
Wouldn't surprise me. No, if he's going that fast, it won't puncture.
It's kind of weird how I did this.
Possibly,
and DJ getting raceway maybe.
Just on board with Josh. He's trying to go wheel to wheel with Jay Marsh. Racing Point Avenue on the inside might be a little bit too far. There's only Josh left and nowhere to go. Both cars having a good amount of ERS. Josh is going to dive it down the inside. And J Marsh looking for some kind of switchback, but gets all out of shape doing so. That's Zenix Josh up into P10 for the time being. Going to head back down with DJ and Raceway, see if MGJ can get this move done before the first corner, and Raceway very kindly not trying to hold him up.
How's that?
Let's double check George's penalties because I don't think they're that bad. 3 second. DJ only needs to stay within that 3 second window, and that's I think he'd be quite proud of that.
Last lap time.
Yeah, crunch time now for Cameron. Going to run all of these two as they do get closer to the finish, and Raj has retired in the pit lane.
Ninja the fastest lap.
He is entitled to go for it. I know he's a reserve driver, but he can still have it.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, he'll stop shifters grabbing them all the time.
Oh, hello Josh, coming inside of Marsh. Oh, switch back maybe?
No,
Why?
can't believe that.
He's out. What the hell just happened? Oh, hey up, Marsh is in the wall. Go.
That's put Notluke back into P10.
What the hell just happened there? Anyway, we're going to go to our winner now, Connor.
Yeah. Hell of a drive here from Shifters as he takes the win in Austria, and it's P2 for Cameron. Very, very honourable P3 for DXS.
What happened? Yeah, sure. Ninja, what are you doing?
What is Ninja doing? What? Was he slowing down to let Dylan get P4?
I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he ran out of fuel or not.
Yeah, maybe. Either way, he's still going to get fastest lap point. There's George. That's putting MDJ into P6. George P7. Good result. Just a P8 and yeah, Racer like crawling across the line. It's P9 for Reese.
And now we wait for Reese in the last finish.
Yeah, it's alright.
Ninja driver of the day?
Nothing, obviously, rightly so, considering he did start from the back row. But I'd have to flip a coin, in my opinion, to give it to either Cameron or Shifters. Both had clean races up at the front. Let's have a look at this race director. Oh, great. Well, we didn't have any safety cars. I think we only had a couple of VSCs.
Hey, MDJ got fastest lap.
Oh, did he? Wow. Right, full race rundown then. Shifters Merksy taking another win of the season. He's managed to beat Cameron Dowd's P2 for AlphaTauri and DXS back on the podium. This time it will stay for Portugueseman. FR Dillon P4 for AlphaTauri. Ninja on a reserve for Casper P5 in the Mercedes. MDJ having issues at the start, P6 for Renault, but it does take the fastest lap. George on his NHRL return, P7 in the other Mercedes. Raceway P8 for Red Bull. Reese P9 for Williams, and J Marsh P10 for Racing Point. Leapback finishing outside the points, and P11, and Zenex Josh retiring on the last lap alongside Raj Ballinger. And the non-finishers were Roll, Avalanche, Carps, Turbo, and Pitch Black being disqualified. Right, we're gonna have to get them in, aren't we?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Right, I'll do that. Just need to try and remember who it was. No, not Pitch, it was DXS. Yeah, I nearly invited the wrong Ferrari. Just got to get Shifters. Yeah, it has flown by. Right, invite's been sent,
It's a
and
very short track.
the instants are coming in.
Now, for the last 2 races in a row, my PlayStation told me when the actual drivers enter, so... That's been a good Austria, that has.
We're all here. Looks like it.
Yeah.
What a race from you, Cameron.
Right.
Thanks.
All three of us definitely here.
Yep, all three of us.
Right. Going to start off with DXS. I know your qualifying was okay, but did you think, yeah, you could probably make up a bit more ground come the race?
Yes, I always think I can make up time in the race. My qualifying is never the best, but I thought I would do better in qualifying regardless.
With it being a wet Austria today, how were the conditions out there? Were they manageable? Were it difficult at any particular point?
No, the conditions are actually really nice. I thought it allowed for some good racing. It wasn't too unpredictable, and yeah, I was just upset that I didn't get to really race anybody. So
yeah, I was going to say, I think being in P3, from what I saw on the minimap, it was a little bit of no man's land. Did you have to do most of your overtaking off the start?
yeah, I made up most of the positions at the beginning, and then I sat behind the AlphaTauri for a few laps. I thought he would maybe push, but he was losing a lot of time, and I unfortunately stayed behind him for too long, and the front two managed to get a lot of breathing room. So it was just unfortunate, bad strategy for me, and I think if there was a chance I could have done better, I blew it away by sitting behind AlphaTauri.
No, you still got P3. You didn't, so I doubt you're going to be complaining about that one.
No.
Alright, going to move on to P2. Where are you? Cameron? Cameron?
Yeah.
Second place. Really good job on qualifying. And I think the pair of you two, you kind of avoided any major issues. Like, was your race boring? Did you enjoy it? Did you try and keep Shifters on his toes all the race?
Yeah, the race definitely wasn't boring. It was just trying to beat Shifters or Liam, but he just kept the gap consistent, and I just couldn't close that gap. In the start, I thought I had damage because I'm pretty sure he got oversteer at turn 1, I think, or I got oversteer, and then we went into each other, and then down into turn 3 we were 3 abreast, but I kind of had to back out because I was in the middle of it between him and Dylan, so I had to back out of that. But yeah, it was a very exciting race, even though there wasn't much overtaking for me, but it was fun keeping Liam under pressure. But he didn't crack, and congratulations to him, he did a brilliant job.
Yeah, pretty much answered everything I was going to ask in one. Gaming, have you got anything to add?
Just mainly, well done in keeping it to clean. You kept him at Shifters and keep out that race. Maybe, I don't know if you were hoping to actually maybe keep him so keen he makes a mistake, but if you did, that didn't happen. But still, well done with that driving.
Yeah, thanks.
Right, I'm going to move on to race winner then. Shifters. You seemed pretty confident the moment you knew that the rain was coming, but was it that easy to drive, and how much pressure were you under from Cameron the whole race?
I wasn't Okay, no, Cameron put me under a lot of pressure. The entire time he got within my second gap, I tried pulling away from him. As for drivability in the rain, it was actually really, really nice to drive on, especially with the setup I had. So nothing more I could add.
Yeah, I wish I've got more questions for you, but you're out in front. It was commanding. I guess how much practice did you put in?
0.
Just kind of, yeah. Well, you are one for just grabbing your controller and seeing like what can happen. But either way, a really good result. Were you in a party at all with your teammate by any chance? I know something happened at the start, but I want a bit more clarity on what happened.
I was in a party with Mikey, and I believe somebody hit him. I believe it was Dylan. I am not entirely sure.
Anyway, yeah, I don't really know what more to say to that. I'd probably chase what happened with him up a million times. Gamey, any final words?
Just saying, well done to the podiums. Like always, you gave us a good race in this time, and obviously, if memory serves, we're back we're back home for Britain, so that might be fun. So yeah.
Well, I'm going to round that off there then. Pretty quick one, to be honest, considering how well everyone's done, but I can only congratulate you so much. If you like any of the wet weather action we saw today, stick around on this Thursday coming, or Division 2 take to a possibly wet Paul Ricard. I'm actually quite... not Paul Ricard, Austria, they already did Paul Ricard. Division 2 heading to Austria could be the same again for this week. I want to take time to again promote the IndyCar Championship. If anyone does have Project Cars 2, sign-ups are open. That championship will be starting in 2 weeks. Not going to take too much of anyone's time, and is a trophy and a little bit of money up for grabs as well. As for Division 1, you guys are heading to Silverstone next week, and looking at the weather report, I'm glad you've put some wet practice in already.
Ha, I won't be there.
What do you expect? It was Britain.
Yeah, we'll wait for some confirmation on that next week. But yeah, Gamey, any last words before I sign off?
No, just it's been a fun Austria, and yeah, knowing Britain, it will most likely be wet. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good week. We'll see you next time when we come home in Silverstone.